Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. I just went over the first one, two, three, four, 8 characters, because there's 8 characters in each section. So now we're moving on to the next characters, starting off with Monk. All right, so Monk is yeah, all right, we'll just start off. So obviously he makes this is the sound he makes when he hits, and then we have Heavenly Assault. Okay, sorry again for the inconvenience, but you just saw Heavenly Assault. It's just a rapid hit. Then we have Palm Strike, which is just a small attack that does that, and then Divine Strike. That's just a slam attack, and then Leg Sweep, which just puts the enemy on their ass. I think Leg Sweep has a. I'm not sure. I know one of these attacks had. I think it's no, it's Leg Sweep that had a aerial, which I think just does this. Yeah, yeah, it does that. Let me see if let me make sure Leg didn't. Yeah, no, I don't think any of these have anything. All right, next up we got Golem. All right, so first we have the Heavy Punch, which is just a heavy punch. I think that might be a kill move. I'm not sure. Then we got Seismic Slam. Slams the enemy. Then we got Boulder Dome. Puts the enemy. It puts you in like this defensive thing, and then you can press it again to just block him in. And then Boulder Roll, which acts as a kill move and just a mobility, which just slams the enemy around. And then I think there's an Aerial Slam. Yeah, there's that. Honestly, trying to find combos for that guy. This guy kind of sucks because he's just very wonky. I think I'll figure something out eventually. Anyway, Cyborg. So Cyborg is a bit similar to what's it called? Cyborg. Alright, first we have Ionized Shot, the combo starter, or yeah, combo extender. Then there's Afterburn, which is just a mobility and a launch. Then we got Ionized Blast, which just sends the enemy backwards like that. And then Overdrive, which actually is just a move. You can turn it on and off during the things. It turns Ionized Shot, I think, into a kill move. It turns Afterburner a bit faster and I think does damage. And every time you hit the opponent, you put this little blue circle on them, and then you can use Airstrike instead of Blitz, which just puts the enemy on the floor. You just blast them out of there. Honestly, another wonky kind of character because characters like that kind of suck. Next we got Valkyrie. I should have been showing basic combos, yeah. But I mean, then again, basic combos are a bit difficult to on this game. So there's Radiant Rush. It does about 5.5%. Then we have Radiant Spear, which just launches the spear at them, but there's also another thing I'll show later. We got Dive Bomb, which is 2 attacks, the Dive Bomb itself and the thing. Then we have Radiant Impalement, which just stabs them with the spear, lets you punch. You can pull them in. I'm not sure if, like, yeah. So this is 5.5%, I think, from pressing it. Let me just make sure that. Really quickly, just wanted to see if holding, because I have no clue what the hell the hold variant even does. Oh, I think it sends them a bit further. Then we got Radiant Spear on the ground, which sent these at. Fuck, I missed. Like that. if you do want to, if y'all want to see basic combos, I will probably do another video on them. I'm not sure, but like then again, it's just gonna take like 40 minutes to explain combos to this because this is ridiculous. Wait, is there anything different? No, we're good. All right, this is Samurai. He has a bow and a sword, and he has like blossoms that come out of his sword. So we got Shuriken Dance, just slam that puts the enemy up in the air. We got Shuriken Shot, which just acts as like a continuer. Lotus Catalyst, just a kill move, and also a combo extender. And we got Flourish, basically acts as another combo extender. And then there's one more thing. I think yeah, Flourish Blossom has a aerial move that I think is used. Yeah, there it is. You just launch the enemy forwards. So yeah, those are the moves. Up next we have Wizard. Wizard is very weird character. I do think he's very cool with like, especially with his shield and his moves. So first move we have is Igneous. You can charge up this move and then launch a fire, which does damage over time. And you know, it ejects a combo extender, so you can just launch forward. Then we got Zaphyrus, or you hold it down, it's a little tornado that launches them forward. And then I'll show another press variant. And then Electrism, Shock. X is sort of a pseudo kill move because it doesn't really do much. Alright. Huh, it's actually not more of a kill move. And then there's the Tap variant, which kind of puts them like that. And then there's the aerial variant of this, whereas I think it's just kind of like a teleport. And then lastly is Magnus, where you can just teleport. I did not mean to end up on his head. Blizzard is one of those characters that kind of pisses me off because just like he has such a cool concept, but then like none of his moves kind of like you really need to know a lot of advanced stuff to like properly do combos with him, which kind of sucks. Make sure I'm still recording. Yeah, I am. Alright, next we have Yeti, which pisses me off again, because this character does not make sense to me, and it still confuses the hell out of me still. And it sucks, because I really want to learn him. So first of all, we have Blizzard Slam. I don't know why I picked Charge. But Blizzard Slam is basically just an upward launch and then a slam. Then we have Icebreaker. I missed again. Like, why? Why is there an arc on these damn attacks? Okay. Okay, just... I didn't press the button move twice. Okay, well, I guess that's the first move. Okay, maybe I need to press it quicker. And Glacier Strike is just a launch in the air. Because I'm not sure why, honestly. Oh, you just teleport onto their ass. Icebreaker. Not sure. Yeah, this character is very weird and I don't like it. Trying to get a kill with it is already difficult enough. Okay, yeah, double pressing it just makes it the kill move. Okay. Now we have my favorite character from this section, Kraken. Which is just a guy with a sword and a cannon. So first we have Dreaded Flourish. Which is a combo extender. We got Tide Slasher, which is just... It's actually like a kill move and a recovery, because it just kind of sucks, if I'm being honest. Like, it's just... Like, he really needs something else, but thankfully he has Cannon Shot. Which is just a whole cannon that you can use to just launch at people. You can also, I think, use this in the air. Yeah, you can. You can also use Tide Slasher in the air. Float across the ground. Cannonball is 2 attacks. It's the first attack and the second one, so launch forward. Then a slam down puts the enemy on their ass. And then Cannon Shot from a distance, because it's actually 2 attacks. The cannon itself, like the blast and the cannonball itself. So yeah, that's good to know. Keep in mind, and that covers it for the green section. So now we're moving on to the blue section for some more complex ones. So first of all, we have Hero. We have Heat Vision, which is 2 attacks. First attack puts them forward, and the next attack launches them. Heroic Rush is a grab, which is meant to be used for like comboing into things. Mighty Strike, which is a big punch forward, and then Justice Flash, you dash forward, launch forward, you do that. I gotta explain some more things because there is a couple other things. When you do heroic rush, any move after it is like more instantaneous and is like a lot more effective. So for example, if I use Justice Flash, and then over here, and then that, it does like 32 damage. As opposed to normally where it just wouldn't do that much. And next we have, Mighty Smash also has a ground variant. Where you can punch the ground, embed them into the thing. It does like 8 damage, which is good. And then, yeah, if you use Heat Vision in the air, it just kind of launches them. Alright. The next is Beast. Beast, I think, has a passive where, like, he has very fast, like, really fast, like, just moves that, like, really fast cooldowns, I mean. So first off is Fury Swipes, where you back up and do it and slash a bunch of times before moving forward. It is kind of awkward. Like, look, it's already almost done. Like, I can just slashes forward. Then we got Feral Lunge, which is just like a combo extender. You put the enemy on their ass right in front of you. Then we got let me put the enemy way over here. Iron Claw, where you jump upwards into the air, slam them, embeds the enemy into the floor. And then Body Toss, where you just grab the enemy, chuck them. Very good moves. And, like, again, I think he has a passive where, like, he is just very fast, like, incredibly fast just moves. Yeah, just incredibly fast, like, cooldowns. Like, I can just use all of them right here. And they're just like the first one's already almost done. The second one's already almost done. Like, the other two are just immediately, like, almost, like, ready. Like, it's ridiculous. Alright. Next character is Gambler, which is going to be very annoyingly confused. It is going to be very confusing to explain because Gambler relies heavily on his moves like Dice Throw and Slot Machine so that he can continue a combo going. So I'll quickly explain what they do in a moment. So first of all is Lottery Money. This is basically your kill move that you want to use last in an attack, which is just kind of a vortex, brings them in, launches them forward. The Slot Machine puts them on the ground, and it's a kind of but all of his attacks have a bit of a slow startup, so it's good to use Slot Machine to put the enemy on the ground so that you can use Dice Toss because it takes a minute to go. See, this dice rolls over your head, and this one I got blue. Blue just makes it so I just start healing, so I have -%. And it'll go all the way up to 30, if I'm not mistaken. And the last move is Blade Fury, which is a combo extender. We'll just wait for the next one. Blue again, are you kidding me? There is, I think 4. There's blue, which heals, yellow, which gives you a small damage boost. It actually used to refresh all your cooldowns, but they removed that. There's red, which enhances all of your other moves, and then okay, there it is. So this one is all the effects at once and refreshes all your cooldowns. So Slot Machine does this. This is all the effects for red, by the way, as well. Dice Toss becomes faster, and then Blade Fury also becomes faster and just does more damage. Also plays the fucking Hakari music, which I might have to mute because copyright claim. I think that was it. Besides, yeah, the green basically is just all the effects at once, so I just showed you all the ones for the red, but I do quickly want to see if I can get red. Hopefully. Yeah, alright, so Blade Fury does that, Slot Machine, that, and then this just becomes a bigger vortex. And you get, oh, there we go. Alright. Up next we have Reaper, which is a kind of edgelord sort of thing. Actually, before I do anything more critical, let me just select another map because I'll be here for a bit. Anyway. So first we have I'm not really sure what half of these moves. I know Guillotine, Rose Burst, and stuff, but I don't know which move this is called. Basically, it's just a big spin move and a shotgun blast so that you send them forward. Rose Burst is like you jump forwards or back. You jump backwards and then shoot him with a shot. Shoot him with a shot, which acts as a kill move, which is unblockable. Then Guillotine, which is also unblockable, grabs them launches them forward in that direction. Ladybug is a stun move. Basically, you're meant to hit them multiple times. Something like that. Oh, this is I love this game. Anyway, Brawler. Brawler is the most like combo oriented because he's also going to take a while to explain. So Dragon Twister has two variants. When you spin, it puts the enemy on the floor, but if you do it in the air, it acts as a kill move. Spirit Burst, if you use the move once, Fireball, then using it again, shoots a bigger fireball that acts as a kill move. And then I'll quickly show off Dragon Twister's thing. Nope, I didn't work. Dragon Fist is a move that works 3 times in a row. So 1, 2, 3. Sends the enemy straight upwards. Kind of helps with that. And then yeah, because he launches instead of stopping you in midair. And then also Spirit Burst has a variant where if you just blast it forward when you're in the ground. The next is Raging Demon, which is 2 attacks. The first one just sends the enemy backwards, and then you basically become a Shadow. Basically the Satsuki no Hada from Street Fighter. Send him flying. So yeah, there is a lot of combo potential with this guy. I will quickly just show off one of the combos that I usually do while he's at like 26%. Bam. So yeah, very, very fun character to use sometimes, but I think he lacks range, which kind of sucks. Anyway, Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a very odd character because like she doesn't she has a lot of like just like advanced cybernetics. This move will make you give you a Sandefistan, make you run really fast, and then oh my god. Apologies for that. Anyway, we have advanced cybernetics. This will give you a Sandefistan and make you run straight forward, kind of like this. If you hit the opponent while it's happening, you kind of hit them slightly. Sorry, yeah, but when it kind of it stuns them for a moment. But there is a second variant, not the variant that I was talking about, but if you press the button while you're running in the first place, you do a punch, which just sends them forward. The Thermal Sniper acts as like a kill move because you can, if you're in the air, you can aim it in any direction, but you have to be aiming forward. It only shoots forward if you're standing. Then we got Cyber Thread, which is just that move, sends them forward for more moves, and then reverse response is another counter. If they hit you during that, you do another Sandefistan move, and then just launch them. And then finally, you got the aerial variant, which just does that. So yeah, there's that. I have no clue why. I didn't buy private servers, I swear. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Zeus has went through like the most concerning changes, or just confusing, as of recently. Like he used to be like really fun, and I used to play him a lot, but then they changed all of his moveset, and I don't really like him too much anymore. So Zeus is another flying character, and yeah, he has a cape. So first up is a Thunder's Ascent. This is a stun and does damage. Thunderbolt, you can aim these in any direction. You can also aim them directly at the floor, which is usually what people do to continue combos. Electric Slam used to be a stun, but now it's a very large vertical upward movement, and then Storm Charge is like your kill. And Storm Charge is like just a move that you grab, stab them in the chest, launch him forward, and he's out of there. That's not what I meant to do. Alright. And lastly, for this section, we have Alien. This is going to take a very long time to explain. Not as much as the next few characters on that side, though. So first of all, we have Helix Rush, where it has a use twice move. You launch forward, you do this. if you don't pick the if you press the button once, it just launches them forward. But if you I will show what it looks like later. Next is maximum output. It's a big circle. You slam it down. Acts as sort of a kill move and also like a crowd control mechanic thing. Spam this move and see if it does anything. Yeah, so it brings them straight forward for you to combo them. Then we have momentum suit or momentum shift. You push him forward, pull him in, push him back, and then Psychonic Burst, which is a burst. You just send them like that. Some of these moves can be comboed into each other, but I'm not about to show that because it's just a hassle. Actually, I might try. Like that. Something like that. Goodbye. Yeah, Alien is one of the more like most annoying characters to fight, especially when you're in large groups, just like toying around with each other. But yeah. Huh. There's a guy here. Finally. I think he might have left though, which sucks. Yeah, I'm in public lobbies. I have no clue what's happening. Anyway, we have Bulletstorm, or next is Demon, and we just finished the blue section, so we're doing this now. So first up is Bulletstorm. You dash forward, shoot a couple bullets. It doesn't do a lot of damage if you don't hit it properly, but it also has another variant that we'll talk about later. High Time sends you straight up in the air, and then if you use it again, it acts as like a spinning death move. So there's once, there's twice. That's sort of also your kill move. And then Bulletstorm has another variant where you just embed them into the ground with the thing. Next up is Jackpot. Jackpot is a very weird move because it's like 4 moves in one. The first attack happens when you first do the attack and you're right in front of someone, where it sends them backwards. Then after you hit the 2 bullets, you have to be aiming towards them, by the way. If you press the button again, you teleport above their head, and then you can do more attacks. So like this. Like that. And then I use a combo into that so I can continue. And then it also has another variant that I'll show in a second. And then there's Million Stabs. Just another move that like you can continue. Stuff like that. And then the other Jackpot variant is just if you quickly press the button twice, it's just a kill move. Just a launch backwards type. I'm out of here. Alright, now we have the second most confusing character in the whole game, Wraith. It's literally just Virgil. And because, you know, if you didn't notice, that was just Dante earlier. So, Virgil is 2 moves in one. Virgil is 2 moves in, like, one type of 2 move sets in one character. So, the first character's thing has Void Slash, where it just pulls them in afterwards. And then, oh jeez, we're already on this, and like it changes you to this type of sword. And then the Void Slash turns into Blade Folly. It just slashes them. It kind of also stuns them slightly, so you can usually use it off stage to like guarantee a kill, or not guarantee, just make sure someone stays down. Rapid Slash. It's just a kill move that sends them forward, and then, Jesus, I'm already. Alright, next we have Blade Barrage. Where you slash them forward, and then, yeah. Just do this real quick. This is very confusing to fucking explain. Then the next ability from the second sword is Round Trip. You throw the sword, stuns them there for a second so you can continue. Then we have Judgment Cut, where you need to time actually need to time the moves. When you hit this, it hits this little effect, and you can basically activate the character from anywhere, like right here. And the timing on it is a bit annoying because like you need to time it kind of perfectly. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after you do that move. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, and then you can do that, which is a massive kill move. Well, not kill move, it's just a massive attack ultimate if you manage to fill up all 3 circles, which is not really too hard. It's pretty hard to do considering that thing. And then last attack is max output. Wait, what? Yeah, there we go. Which is just a long kill move that does a lot of damage and sends them away. Okay, we're done with Virgil. I don't need to talk about him anymore because he's a pain, and he just it's a pain. We got Phoenix now. This is one of my favorite characters from this section. So first we have a wing swat, where you launch forward, sends a bunch of stuff, and burns the enemy. And every time you get burned, you get health back. This goes up to about 25. Next up is Flaming Fan, same thing, just burns them, and also has an aerial variant. Oh, I forgot to go over the aerial variant for Beast. I'll do that after this. Then we got Phoenix Surge, where you're in the ground, and then you can go back up to like send them forward, which actually acts as a combo extender. And then there's the aerial version of Feather Dive, and then I will do Surge in a moment. And then there's Blazing Wind, Tornado, and if you use it a second time, it sends them forward slightly. So it is very interesting. And then there's the Phoenix Dive, or the aerial version of it at least. And then I will quickly go over here because I forgot to show y'all Beast's character thing. Yeah, so Ironclaw has a second variant called Cross Section, where you just do that. Very hard move to hit, I will say. Same thing with Phoenix's move. Okay, great. Now I have a character I don't care for, and I'm probably not going to explain it properly because it sucks. So this character kind of revolves around like sending out bats and then doing other moves. Like, Jesus Christ, this is so confusing. So it puts this little bite mark on them, and then if you do Quick Taste, it teleports you right to them. And then there's also Sight Spin. Does a lot of damage. Crescent Moon. If you hold it, you can do aerial moves, I think. I think I need to kill you before I need to do Quick Taste again, because I think Quick Taste has another variant, without it. Because I really don't like this character because it's just so confusing for no apparent reason. Yeah. Okay. So if you do Quick Taste without the bite mark, it just does that. And then I think while this is happening, you also get swarms them. Yeah, it does a lot. Oh, so actually kill move. Okay. It is very confusing. I honestly wish characters for normal for once. There, great. Now I don't have to touch. Alright, next character is Goblin. I'm a walking paradox. Anyway, we have these moves. It's very loud. We have Ankle Biter. This just trips them, puts them on the floor. Wrecking Ball. Which also slams them on the floor. I do quickly want to launch you back, because that move can be charged and it will do a lot more damage. I think the normal variant does like 8%, and then the charged variant does a lot more, which I will quickly clarify right here. Yeah, 20%, which is a lot of damage. Hammer Toss is your main kill move. Just sends them straight forward. And then Demolition is like a multi-use, which is what it says right down. And it basically just means that you're supposed to use this move multiple times back to back. You can use it up to 5 times. The 5th one sends them slightly into the air. And then lastly, we have a Shot Put, which is actually a recovery. And if the ball hits someone, it will act as a attack, like a kill move. But if you do it in the air, then it will act as like sort of a recovery. So let's say I'm like all the way over here, and I'm about to die. Just bling, and we're back. Honestly, a pretty weird recovery move, because it's the only recovery move he has. The rest of them just stalling in the air. And now we have the most confusing character in the whole game, Warrior, because as if Knight wasn't enough. So first of all, we have Skull Summon. You can summon 3 of these up at a time, and they both do. And all 3 of them do the. Actually, do they 3 at a time? Yeah. Okay. So they all, if you do 3 times, they all explode, and then they're on a long cooldown. Ghostly Reach. Just pull them in and slap them, and then also if you hit them, you can slam them slightly into the. I think these also, yeah, I think when you explode them, they all do like a lot of damage at once, so. Yeah, okay. And then we got Undead Rampage. If you tap the button, it just acts as a slap. And then there's Mortal Arrows, where they do nothing, and then you press them again. What? Oh, I need to be aiming towards them. That's stupid. There is some decent range on that. Actually, I haven't seen the range on these yet. Yeah, okay, so these have kind of wonky range. You can also just spam the crap out of these if you're feeling up to it. Yeah, if you hold this, it kind of puts them right this. Yeah, why are Mortal Arrows so annoying to hit? This is why I don't get it. Like, it's so cool, but like, I have no clue how to use this character. It's like tech-based. You need to like be absolutely sure that you're doing everything properly, and it's just not. And then we have the 2 newer characters that were added. First up is Princess, who has a stand and blocks with her sword. There's a stand. Alright, so first up is Clock Anchor. Puts down a little clock and a chain, and if you anywhere, well, at a certain distance, you can just teleport back to it. Then there's Timely Freeze. If you just tap the move, it will do just that. It'll do 5.4, and just do like a bunch of attacks at once. Kind of freezes them in place. Then there's Timely Aid, which is on the ground as a swing of the sword, but in the air I'll show it off. Yeah, Timely Freeze also, if you hold it, it points them in a direction and then launches them there. You can also use Timely Anchor anywhere, including up here. And I also use Timely Aid by accident, goddammit. And then there's Temporary Outburst, where you grab the enemy with your sword and just start slamming them around. And then lastly, there's a Aerial Aid, where you just go in the air, and the longer you hold it, the longer it stays there for. And last but not least, we have the newest character added. You can see from all the sparkles, we have Witch. Which is Witch? We'll never know. So Witch is a very odd character, because he's basically just a better version of Wizard, but still has the same, like, similar-ish problems. So first up is Gravity Pull. If you tap this move, it kind of acts as a combo extender. Then there's Vine Trap, which puts them in a Vine Trap, and then I think only 2 people can hit that at the same time because it stays there and lingers for a little. Yeah, okay, yes, it traps them, and then hold variant. Yeah, the hold variant of Gravity Pull just acts as that move, and then also this hold variant of Vine Trap acts as a kill move that just quickly disappears. Next up is Slick Slide, which acts as a recovery and also a combo extender. If you slide into someone, hit them, they turn into an ice block, but you can also use it in the air. And then last ability is Poison Cloud. It's honestly the oddest move ever. Like, you just use it and then it acts as a cloud. It kind of does a lot of damage. It is a very odd move to use, and I still have not found like a single like proper combo to use with this character. And I have not cooked up anything at all. So yeah. I would showcase all the emotes, but it would take like 40 years, and I just do not feel like doing that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for Project Smash. I'm not sure if I want to make a combos video, just like, because I'm only gonna show basic combos or whatever I do. And in case you're curious, these were the next characters coming close. You have Bald Man, a Spartan most likely, what looks like Monkey D. Luffy. Oh my god, I am so dumb. I meant the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, another bald chiseled man, and that actually looks more like the guy from Virtual Fighter, if anything. And then these are just placeholder ninjas images, so they're probably not too important right now, but they will be later. But yeah, make sure you guys comment down below if you want a basic combo tutorial for every character, or every character that I can, or just every basic combo that I know, because I will be happy enough to do that. if y'all are interested. If anyone even watches my videos anymore, but you know, it's not really the people that count. It's the fact that I'm making them in the first place. But yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a video from me. And I will catch y'all next time. See you later.